I was living alone in a small apartment just outside the city maybe 2 years ago. It had thin walls and creaky floors, the kind where you can hear your neighbors sneeze if they're loud enough. I'd moved there after a rough breakup, needed a fresh start, somewhere cheap and quiet to clear my head. I was working from home doing graphic design gigs, so my laptop was my lifeline. That little silver machine sat on my desk, right under the window, its tiny webcam lens staring at me all day. I never thought much about it. Why would I? It's just a dot, a speck of glass. But now, I can't even look at a laptop without feeling my stomach twist. It started on a Tuesday morning, bright and sunny. Not the kind of day you'd expect for something creepy to kick off. I was sipping coffee, scrolling through emails, when one caught my eye. No subject line, just a random string of numbers from an address I didn't recognize, like X7Z9Q at some sketchy domain. I almost deleted it, figured it was spam, but curiosity got me. I opened it, and there was just one line. Nice pajamas. Attached was a grainy image, a screenshot, and when I clicked it, my heart stopped. It was me in my bedroom, sprawled across my bed, asleep. The angle was from above my desk, right where my laptop sits. I was wearing those old blue pajamas, the ones with the faded pizza slice pattern I'd worn the night before. My mouth went dry. I just sat there, staring at the screen, the coffee mug warm in my hands, but my fingers felt ice cold. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was a prank, right? Maybe I'd accidentally taken a selfie with the webcam and forgotten. But I hadn't touched the camera app in months, and this wasn't a selfie. The image was low res, like it had been compressed, and the timestamp in the corner said 2:47 a.m. I'd been dead asleep. I checked my laptop, ran a virus scan. Nothing. No weird apps, no open tabs. I even taped a sticky note over the webcam, feeling like an idiot, but it made me feel a tiny bit safer. I didn't call the cops, not then. I mean, what would I say? Someone emailed me a picture of myself sleeping. It sounded ridiculous, even to me. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every creak in the apartment made me jump, the radiator hissing, the floorboards settling. I kept my phone close, the screen's glow cutting through the dark, and I avoided looking at my laptop, which was shut tight on the desk. Around midnight, my phone pinged. Another email. Same sender. No subject. My hands shook as I opened it. Sticky notes don't work, it said, and there was another screenshot. This one showed me in bed, from Brits, taken last night, the sticky note over the webcam clearly visible. My face half buried in the pillow. I felt sick. Someone was watching me, in my own apartment, through my own laptop. I ripped the sticky note off, unplugged the laptop, and shoved it in a drawer like that would fix it. I barely slept, just lay there, listening to every sound, wondering if I was losing it. The next day, I called a friend, who I'll call Jay, because I don't like throwing names around for stuff like this. Jay's a tech guy, always tinkering with gadgets, so I figured he'd know something. I told him about the emails, showed him the screenshots, and he got this serious look, not his usual chill vibe. He said my webcam had probably been hacked, some remote access thing, and told me to factory reset my laptop and change all my passwords. He also said to check for any weird devices in my place, like hidden cameras, just in case. That freaked me out even more, but I did it. Searched every inch of my apartment, under furniture, behind curtains, nothing. I reset the laptop, updated everything, and even got a new router. Felt like I was taking back control, you know. Friday afternoon, I'm sitting at my desk, trying to focus on a logo design, the laptop open in front of me, its screen glaring. I'd pulled it out of the drawer that morning, figuring the reset and new router had fixed things, like I could just get back to normal. My hands are sweaty, hovering over the keys, every click feeling like a risk. I'm sketching out this stupid coffee shop logo, but my eyes keep darting to the webcam, that tiny lens I've taped over again, thicker this time, with electrical tape. My phone buzzes on the desk, and I flinch, nearly knocking over my water glass. Another email. My chest tightens, like someone's squeezing my ribs. It says, "You look tired." The screenshot is me, sitting right there yawning from earlier that day, the electrical tape over the webcam staring back like a black eye. My laptop was supposed to be clean, reset, safe. I slam it shut, heart hammering, and that's when I notice something else. My kitchen window, the one I always kept cracked for air, is open wider than usual, just a couple of inches, but enough to make my skin prickle. I never left it like that. I called the cops that evening. I showed them the emails, explained everything, and they looked skeptical, like I was overreacting. They checked the window, found no fingerprints, no signs of a break-in. They said it could be a sophisticated hack, maybe someone accessing my phone's camera instead, and suggested I get a security system and file a report if it escalated. They left me with a card and a "stay safe," which didn't help. I felt like I was going crazy, sleeping with the lights on, checking the locks every hour. I even bought a cheap security camera for my living room, one of those battery-powered ones, just to feel like I had eyes on my own place. Then, it got weirder. Monday morning, I'm brushing my teeth, and I notice my toothbrush isn't where I left it. It's on the counter, not in the holder. Small thing, right? But I'm obsessive about that stuff. Always put it back. I chalked it up to stress, but later I found a glass in the sink I didn't remember using. Clean, but out of place. My skin crawled. Was someone here? I checked the security camera footage. Nothing, just me moving around, no one else. But I started noticing more. A book on my shelf, one I hadn't touched in months, was slightly tilted. My television remote was on the couch, not the coffee table. Tiny things, but they added up, like someone was toying with me, leaving breadcrumbs of their presence. By Wednesday, I was a wreck, barely eating, jumping at every noise. Then, another email. "You didn't lock the door last night." The screenshot showed me asleep on the couch, the security camera's angle, not my laptop or phone. My own camera, the one I'd bought, was being used against me. I unplugged it, smashed it with a hammer, and sat there, hugging my knees, trying to breathe. Whoever this was, they weren't just hacking. They were in my apartment, moving things, watching me live. I thought about running, just grabbing my stuff and leaving, but where? This was my home. I wasn't going to let some creep win. I called Jay again, told him everything, and he came over with a toolbox and some gadget he said could detect hidden devices. We swept the apartment, found nothing, but he noticed something I'd missed. The ceiling vent in my bedroom, one of those metal grates, had a screw loose, like it had been tampered with. He climbed up, poked around, and pulled out a tiny camera, no bigger than a grape, wired to who knows where. My stomach dropped. It wasn't my laptop, my phone, or my security camera. Someone had planted this in my ceiling, hardwired to watch me. Jay looked pale, said we needed to call the cops again now. The police came back. They took the camera, bagged it for evidence, and asked if I had anyone who'd want to mess with me. I didn't. My ex was long gone, living across the country, and I kept to myself. They dusted for prints, found a partial on the vent screw, not mine, but not enough for a match yet. They installed a temporary alarm system, said they'd patrol the area, and told me to stay somewhere else if I could. I didn't want to leave, but I crashed at Jay's place that night, barely slept, kept seeing that camera in my head, its tiny lens staring down at me. The next day, I went back to pack a bag, planning to stay with Jay for a bit. As I'm grabbing clothes, my phone pings. Another email. You can't hide. The screenshot is me, in my bedroom, packing, taken minutes ago. I spin around, check the vent, nothing. No cameras, no vents open. Just me and my pounding heart. I grab my bag, run to my car, and call the cops from the road. They meet me at Jay's, take my phone, say they'll trace the email, but it's probably a burner account. They're taking it seriously now, talking about a stalker, maybe someone local, and they're checking neighbors, maintenance workers, anyone who would have accessed my place. Weeks pass, and I'm still at Jay's, too scared to go home. The cops call with an update. They traced the partial print to a guy, someone who'd done maintenance in my building a year ago, fired for being too nosy with tenants. They found him in a nearby motel, arrested him. In his room, they found a laptop with hundreds of screenshots, not just of me, but other tenants too. My photos, my life, all organized in folders. He'd been using the building's old wiring to power those cameras, sneaking in through unsecured windows or picking locks. He didn't say much, just smirked when they booked him. They charged him with stalking, burglary, and the works, and he's awaiting trial. My apartment's been swept, no more cameras, but I'm moving anyway. I can't walk into that place without feeling eyes on me. I'm safe now, but I still check my locks, cover every camera, even on my new phone. This happened when I was 17, living with my mom in a small house near a busy road where cars hum all day and streetlights buzz at night. I was a junior in high school, always on my phone, texting friends, scrolling apps, saving everything, chats, photos, notes. It was my whole life in my pocket. That Friday, I went to the mall with my friend, who I'll call K, because I don't throw names out for stuff like this. The mall was packed, kids laughing, music blasting from stores. I was trying on sneakers, left my phone on a bench for maybe 2 minutes, and when I turned back, it was gone. My stomach dropped. I checked everywhere, asked the store clerk, nothing. case said someone probably snatched it, and I felt sick, knowing all my stuff was on there. I got home, told Mom, and she called the carrier to lock the SIM. They said it had taken an hour or two, standard process, and I should change my app passwords. I used Mom's tablet to log into my accounts, reset everything I could think of, messages, socials, email. I was mad, but I figured it was just a thief selling the phone, not personal. Saturday morning, I'm eating cereal in the kitchen, milk dripping on the counter, when Mom's tablet buzzes. It's a text from my number. Nice red shirt yesterday. My heart stops. I wore a red shirt to the mall. I stare at the screen, hands shaky, and another text comes. You left your phone. I have it now. My mouth goes dry. This isn't a random thief. I show Mom and she's rattled, says it's probably a prank, but her voice is tight. I block the number on the tablet, but it's my phone sending these, so it feels pointless. Saturday night, I'm in my room, lights off, curtains shut, when the tablet buzzes again. A new message. You're scared. Good. I don't sleep, just lie there, hearing cars outside, the house creaking, my pulse loud. Sunday, I'm on the couch, picking at a sandwich, when another text hits. You ate tuna for lunch. My sandwich drops, crumbs on the floor. I ate tuna 10 minutes ago, in the kitchen, alone. I run to the window, check the street, just cars and a neighbor walking a dog, but I feel eyes on me. Mom's at work, so I'm alone, freaking out. I check the tablet's app logs, see my messaging account was accessed from an unknown device, even after the SIM lock. Whoever has my phone is using Wi-Fi, my saved passwords, maybe my whole life. I change the passwords again, lock the doors and stay inside, blinds down. Monday, I skip school, tell Mom I'm sick, but I'm just too scared to go out. A new text comes, 3 p.m., living room, television off. I know you're home. My hands shake, and I double-check the locks, the back door, the windows. Another text. You can't hide forever. I don't reply, but I'm sweating. The house feeling smaller, like the walls are watching. Tuesday, I'm a mess, barely eating, jumping at every sound. The texts keep coming, every few hours from my number. You wore blue socks today. Your mom's at the store. My stomach twists, knowing someone is tracking me. Maybe close. I check the yard, the street, nothing. But I stop opening the curtains. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. I'm in the living room, tablet on my lap, when a text says, You're not as smart as you think. Another, an hour later. I know you sleep. My room's upstairs, window locked. But I drag my mattress to the floor, sleep with a kitchen knife nearby, heart racing all night. Wednesday, I'm falling apart, eyes burning from no sleep. Mom's worried, wants to do something, but I don't know what. The text darker, meaner. One at noon, while I'm in the kitchen, says, You're weak. Another, 6 p.m., bedroom. I have your photos. My phone had private stuff. Chats with Kay. Pictures I'd never share. I feel violated, like someone's in my head. Wednesday night, 11 p.m. I'm downstairs, lights off, tablet glowing, when the final text hits. Meet me at the warehouse on Route 12, midnight. Come alone, or I will send your chats and photos to everyone. My hands shake, the tablet slips. The warehouse on Route 12 is an empty building, metal walls, broken windows, where kids sneak in on dares. Midnight's an hour away, and I'm frozen, picturing some creep waiting, holding my life hostage. I don't want to go, but the threat is real. My secrets could ruin me. I think fast. The warehouse is a trap, too isolated, no lights. I'm not stupid enough to walk in. I check the tablet and see the messaging apps still active on another device. I log out remotely, cutting their access, and reset every account again, praying it works. I don't tell Mom. Don't call anyone, just act. I grab my backpack, stuff it with clothes, my knife, some cash, and leave a note for Mom. I'm okay, need space, back soon. I sneak out the back door, 11:30 p.m., streetlights buzzing, and head to Kay's house a mile away, sticking to side streets, checking behind me every step. Kay lets me crash, no questions, and I stay off devices, no tablet, no apps. Thursday, I use Kay's phone to get a new number, ditch my old accounts, and start fresh. I stayed at Kay's for 3 weeks, sleeping on their couch, checking the street every night, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., expecting a car to slow down, someone to step out. No texts come, but I'm not okay. I go back home, change the locks, keep my knife by the bed, and check the windows every hour after dark. I use a burner phone now. No photos, no chats, just calls. School's the same, but I avoid them all, stick to crowds. 5 years later, I'm 22, working a desk job, but that fear's still there. Whoever had my phone, they took my secret chats, pictures, my whole life. Every new message I get, every stranger who looks too long, brings it back, like they're still out there, holding my past, ready to text again.